All right, a quick deep dive on the big protests that has panned out in Kerala. The Students' Federation of India, student wing of the ruling, the CPIM, SFI has held huge protests against the Kerala Governor Rajendra Arlekar in both Thiruvananthapuram and Kannur, alleging attempts to saffronise university space. At Kannur University, the protest march turned confrontational. Despite barricades erected by the police, a section of protesters breached the barricades, entered the university premises, raising slogans both inside and outside the main gate. Similar protests took place at Thiruvananthapuram, where minor scuffle was reported during the standoff between the SFI activists and the police, who attempted to halt the SFI march. Protests erupted when the Governor Rajendra Arlekar visited Kannur, where he met the Vice Chancellor. SFI claims that the meeting was part of an effort to push saffron ideology into campuses. Now, all this was it really has a background. These protests were first triggered off on June 25th at a seminar at Kerala University Senate Hall, which was attended by Kerala Governor, where a Bharat Mata portrait featuring a saffron flag had drawn objections from the students' groups like SFI and KSU, who claimed it was a religious symbol unsuited for a secular academic setting. Even while the governor was still on stage, the then Registrar, KS Anil Kumar, had revoked the event's permission, citing a violation of university regulations. This action led to friction with the governor's office and set off a chain of institutional reactions. Now, the action then triggered the registrar's suspension, with even the Kerala High Court asking the registrar how Bharat Mata can be a religious symbol and how putting up a portrait of the same can be a law and order problem. Let me bring in our panelists right here with us to give us a little context here on what the Bharat Mata symbol really signifies. Joining me, Raju P. Nair, spokesperson of the Congress Kerala, and Rahul Ishwar, political analyst himself. I'll start with the opposition in Kerala at this point. Raju, what do you say? Do you believe also that the Bharat Mata symbol is a religious symbol?
No, I don't think Bharat Mata symbol is a religious symbol, but the problem is, a constitutional body should be using the national emblems. There are stipulated guidelines for that. There are classified emblems which a constitutional body can use. So using this Bharat Mata, which is actually against the spirit of India. With the Aganda Bharata picture and a saffron flag is not admissible in a constitutional program or constitutional to be used by a constitutional body. So we have a difference of opinion there. But the CPM in Kerala is using it as a tool to escape from the government issues which are going on, because the health sector is having a huge problem with a building collapsing in Kottayam Medical College with a depth of bystander, and there has been huge protest in all over Kerala. So basically, given the cooperation which the new governor and chief minister had before, now we can only assume that the governor and Pinarayi Vijayan CM is hand in hands to get the government escape from the protests which are going on in Kerala. So other than that, we don't find any other reasons for escalation of this matter to this extent.
Let me bring in Vinita Hariharan. Vinita is a BJP leader of Kerala. Vinita, Bharat Mata symbol seems like a religious symbol with a saffron flag particularly. You're trying to push the saffron agenda, blaming the governor for it. What's your explanation on that?
No, it's absolutely not about religionization, or as you call it. It's about it symbolifies the potency of India, in the form of it's a female power that we are actually kind of paying respect to. So you have to take it in that context and not look at it from a religious lens, so to speak. So because in this way, then you would have objections to every other form of
Indian flag there instead of saffron flag.
Sorry,
an Indian flag instead of a saffron flag, would that be not more appropriate?
No, I mean you can't have an Indian flag. Then if you put an Indian flag, then there would be a protest against that as well. That how did you put an Indian flag on in with Bharat Mata? So for you, if you want to protest, you can protest against anything. But this is just about paying obeisance and kind of bowing down to the power of Bharat, and that is depicted as a female. It's an embodiment, female embodiment of the power that Bharat represents. That's all it is. Nothing more than that. It's not about making not about popularizing a Hindu symbol or popularizing a particular religion. It's
Okay.
just about paying respects to the country in a certain format.
A final word, Rahul Ishwar. I apologize
Can I
as we're
ask you
short
one
on time,
question?
Rahul. I want a
Without getting
cultural
clarity.
context. A cultural context to the Bharat Mata symbol that's led to uproar
Just
in
one
Kerala.
quick submission. First
Yeah.
of all, Bharat Mata ki Jai. As a proud Indian and Hindu, I would be more comfortable with a tricolor flag with saffron, white, and green, where the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, rightly said, our flag should symbolize every faith. Saffron for Hindus, white for Christians, and green for Muslims in April 13, 1921. I believe we should find a consensus where Bharat Mata should be celebrated and Bharat Mata should have a constitution in one hand and our tricolor flag on the other hand. That is the consensus we have reached. And Bharat Mata is also a proud part of our symbol because Mahatma Gandhi himself inaugurated Bharat Mata temple. There are some things which are sacrosanct: Indian flag, constitution, Mahatma Gandhi, Bharat Mata. These are all our pride national symbols. Janaganamana, Vande Mataram. And Bharat Mata Ki Jai was a slogan by Asimullah Khan, a Muslim brother gifted as Bharat Mata Ki Jai. He was a close associate of Nana Sahib. My generation sang Vande Mataram because of a practicing Muslim, Allah Rakha Rahman or A.R. Rahman. So this is a space where we have to find consensus. We have to, bipartisanship, as the US calls it, that needs to be there. And Bharat Mata Ki Jai is a chant we can all proudly chant. And that
So it's Bharat Mata is universal to India. It's Mother India. That's basically what it translates to. Nothing saffronizing, no religion there involved. But the saffron flag seems to be a question. I'll end with you, Raju, as you raised your hand.
Yeah, so the BJP leader here has to make it clear because the BJP Kerala had a protest at the secretariat and they have shared a poster on their official page. In this, the Bharat Mata is holding a tricolor flag or national flag, and the Aganda Bharata picture is also not behind Bharat Mata. We don't have any issue with this because even in Congress programs, we use
Okay,
girls.
so what changed there at that event, Vinita?
Tricolor. Now the BJP has to make it clear whether they
Vinita,
believe
what
in
changed then?
Sorry.
Now I'm asking Vinita, what changed then, Vinita?
So to protest against the governor using this Aganda Bharata and saffron, they are using the tricolor and they have taken off the Aganda Bharata. So what is the issue?
Okay, we heard you. We heard you. Vinita, you have a response to that?
No, I think so. It depends on the context, and in that particular portrait or particular poster, they've used the Indian national flag. But in this particular event, the governor chose to use the saffron flag. I don't think it has to be taken beyond.
Okay, so you're saying it was mindless. Don't take it beyond face value. Okay, we got your point. Thank you very much. To our viewers, elections in Kerala is happening in barely a year's time, so this is surely going to play out. Protests are intensifying. We will continue tracking this. I really appreciate you joining us here today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.